One car they pull up fast, remove that pistol blast.
Bang, bang. Yeah. Yeah. What? I just came with a whole lot of swag. Hey.
Yeah, that song reminds me of you.
Yeah, that's a banger right there. Yeah, that's what I got.
All West Coast stuff.
Always, man.
You ready?
I mess with the East, man. I mess with the East a lot too.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. How you tell me?
What East Coast music do you even listen to? Every time we talk, you always talk about some West Coast shit. I've never heard you.
That's where my heart's at. But okay, relax. Like I listen to on the East, y'all listen a whole lot of South though, of course. But like, of course, Jay-Z. Who else? Nas.
J. Cole.
Yeah, J. Cole. Who else? I listen to everybody. I vote with Benny.
Yeah.
Benny.
Zelda.
I listen to the East. I'm not a big Drake fan though, like that. But we just had a hot take though before. I know you're recording this. But me and my partner, we was talking last night, and this is why I went to sleep. We was talking about like who better, Kendrick or Drake. Yo, Kendrick go hard, man. I'm gonna have to like if you look at everything he done, like, bro, I think Kendrick is better than Drake.
I think creatively, I think Kendrick, only because every album has been a whole different project.
But Drake's so too, though.
Yeah, but Drake always talks about the same girls and being in his feelings and light skin shit.
What is it called? Hold on, I just sent it to my partner. I think it was Nosetalgia, but hold on. I think I sent them. I was just bumping this whole, like it just popped up, and I forgot Kendrick was on this track. Yeah, Nosetalgia by Pusha T, and he like his verse go crazy. Like he paint a whole picture. Like I'm like, yeah, like Kendrick in his bag talking shit. And this song was like released like 5 years ago, damn near. I don't even know the like time. Like the year it was dropped, but Kendrick is cold. But
he's been rapping though. Like
I fuck with the East. I love the West, of course. I love the South. But yeah, I like all music. I've been bumping that what's the UK rap? Like Stormzy.
The drill and was it
drill?
Yeah,
I'll vote with them, man. I get that wave. I get that frequency.
You've been there though, no?
Yeah. That's where I learned it. That's like I said when I saw, like, you know, it takes a minute to like hop on. I won't say I hopped on the wave, but I gave it a chance. But I gave it a chance on this side. It was like, all right, this is not it. But when I went out to England and saw like the bad girls, like I was like, oh, this is a way, it's a vibe. Like
you have to actually be there.
I swear. Oh, what I did, it was crazy because my stepmom, like, it was crazy. I bumped into my stepmom in London, like not even like planned. It was just like rain turns at the bucket about the craziest shit of my life. But that day we went, you know, downtown London. We just like had a great ass time. But my stepmom, like, she know music. Like she put me on some music too, like hella. And she saw, like, she pointed out, like, you see that girl? And I was like, yeah, Mom, this is some way different. And I just saw the way they like moved to it. I was like, okay, this is the vibe. Like, and I started fucking with it. I was like, all right, like I could get it now. And I hear the lingo that they speak. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, I get it. This is
their slang is cool.
Yeah, I was like, I'll fuck with it. Stormzy, you know, Burna Boy and them. What's the other dude's name? Skepta. I'll fuck with them all. I'll fuck with them all.
Burna Boy's from the UK? I thought he was from like down more, like Africa.
I don't know, but whatever that UK is, that I'll fuck with it. I love music though. That's you know, we share that common knowledge. But what up, Ashley, man? What up, my dog?
What up?
What up with it? Enough of us talking music. I know y'all want to get to some shit. Get to it.
Yeah, we're matching. I love it. Welcome.
I know you got the black. I had like the one off gray.
One of one piece.
101. Yeah, for now. Maybe we'll see.
Welcome. Today I got Terrell Evans.
Oh my god.
The homie, the gang, the Vegas veteran, the CEO of the grind.
All right, you know me, I can't take compliments too much. All right. I'm weird when it comes to compliments. Still, at 30 years old, I still can take a compliment. But yeah, what up, man? What up?
How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Chilling.
How's the West Coast doing? How are you doing?
It's good. Well, the West Coast of Canada is cool. Still restriction, but we ain't on lockdown like y'all out there in the East and Alberta. That's
These guys
crazy.
can play basketball these days. Closing up the basketball.
Yeah.
They're
I mean,
serious here.
Yeah.
Trash.
Yeah, that's trash. I mean, I wish this whole thing kind of get over with, honestly, with the vaccine. You see, like back home, everybody out there, you know, back to it, like pandemic came and went. You feel me?
Yeah.
And out here it's a little bit different. So, you know, I guess we just got to take in this stride. And I know it's a little bit deeper on y'all end. You know, you got locked down and shit's been shut down for months. Like that, I couldn't.
Since November here.
Yeah, that we in May? What, November, December, January, February, March, April. That's
7 months. That's crazy.
God, I'm out. Yeah.
They keep playing with us. They're like, you know, it's gonna open up. They say May 20th. I'm like, that's a fucking lie.
Yeah.
They're just gonna keep it going. I
just try to even like for us, you know what I mean? Like even for me, it's like, man, I'm ready to get it cracking. You feel me? Like I'm so ready to like venture and let all this, but it's just not having these borders open and be able to move like the way you want to move. It just is. So I don't know. I just try to like occupy my time and like stay busy as possible. Like I work and then
you're always moving. You're always
I
on
just
the
try
grind.
to stay like that. Even I just try to stay like that and kind of like when they do hit the go button, I'm just gonna flood. Like you feel me? Everything's just gonna because everything's just on autopilot. And I know pretty much the same thing for you, right? Everything's on autopilot. And as soon as that thing, you know, they give you the gas to go, it's gone. You feel me? So
yeah,
I said they have on fire adrenaline.
Y'all hear that?
This podcast fire. They got the whole fire department on here. We got to blow it up.
So how did we meet? We met when I moved to Vancouver for the year.
Yeah.
I was trying to get into like a kids basketball program where I could like coach and teach kids basketball because I have some experience. I'm not the greatest, but I thought, you know, that'd be a good way to meeting people since I was new. And then I don't know how I even saw it. I think I saw it on Instagram, the whole Vancouver Knights basketball, and they were looking for scorekeepers and this and that. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. It's close to my house. I'll go do it the 2 days a week. So then I go scorekeeping and I forget you came over and you were just talking some shit like usual.
Yeah. Oh, no.
And then you're just talking about the Toronto girls are bad.
Okay.
You're just
you gonna give me a rap, yo. Look. Nah. Yeah, that's how we met. That was funny. Yeah. It was just hilarious. Nah, it's funny because earlier that year, like a few months before I heard about this league too. I was in Toronto for the 905 tryout. So I was out there for 2.5 weeks. It was so much fun. I had a great time. But I got to like, it's funny because I'm a foreigner. And so when I was out there, I got partners on that end. You feel me? So, you know, we'll be out and the girls kind of like size you up like a dude. I'm like, yo, relax. Like, I'm not even on that type of vibe. Like, you know, like it was just a different wave. And so like, and they just be tweaking. So as soon as I don't know if they thought I was like from Toronto or from that area or whatever. And I'm like, no, I ain't from there. And then as soon as I speak, they can hear the accent, like, where you from? And I'm like, Vegas. Like, oh my God. I'm like, bro, y'all is crazy. Like,
I'm calling you best friend.
Yeah. And so like, but I always gotta like, mom, I'm not even on that time. You feel me? So it'd be like, when I used to tell you all the time, like, it's some bad apples over there. Just like, yeah, they just be tripping. I'll be like, man, nobody about to trip with you. But I like Toronto. I love the women out there. Some of the most gorgeous women in the world in Toronto, and people, men, women. I got my partners over there, and I fuck with the East. I love what y'all call it, the six side.
The six.
The
Yeah.
six.
I don't know if people even say that anymore. I think it was when Drake came out with that album and he just kept saying it like crazy and then it just blew up. But
what they say out there, you done know. You done know.
It's so funny with your accent.
I don't know. I really don't.
You don't know shit.
I don't. But I know like my side, like what's cracking, what's bragging when you feel me, like
I love hearing that.
Yeah. But no, I had a really amazing time in Toronto. Like that's one of my favorite cities in the world. Is Toronto. So shout out, you from there. So yeah. But no disrespect, you the homie. And the fact that this happened,
I'm not a bad apple.
3 years ago, like how it all manifested, our relationship, our friendship. You feel me? It's just been locked in ever since. So it's a blessing. You know what I mean? And yeah.
So how did you end up in Vancouver or Victoria? You from Vegas?
So like it's like
yeah. Tell me the story. How you?
I'm from Vegas.
And how you ended up in Victoria.
I'm from Vegas. I grew up on the west side of Las Vegas. Literally for 18 years, and then out of there, I went the junior college route to play ball on scholarship at Yakima in the state of Washington, junior college. And then I did my 2 years, did my thing. Could have went Division I, but I didn't go because of like financial stuff, and they would only offer me a partial scholarship, right? So I was like, I was gonna take it last minute, but then the school, Victoria, UVic, they had offered me a trip up like to Canada, and I'm only 19 I'm 20 at the time. I'm the stereotypical American, just to let y'all know, at 20 years old. I thought this shit was like igloos, like cold as fuck. Like in Washington is just literally right below Canada, and my dumb ass didn't even know that shit. So it was just crazy. So it was funny. And so I took a ferry from Seattle. My coach drove me to Seattle on the pier, took a ferry boat that was like 2 hours, and then I saw Canada. Shit was like dope. And just like the whole, the city, the vibe, it was like, all right, this is a city where I can like turn up and make a name for myself. It was more like a business move, which is all it always been for me. It's like to get me to where I always wanted to go, which is overseas and play professionally. So it was, you get an extra year instead of 4 years, you get 5. So that was dope. Financially, it was stable for my family. It was dirt cheap for us to, for me. And it was the right situation for me to just go in, play my part in my 3 years, and I mapped it out how I wanted to go. And it happened just like that. And so from there, that's how I got to UVic. And then from there, I played in Austria, first division, played in Italy, third division. Had a bit of a rough go, but really it was a life lesson, like a lot of dope shit that happened. And it just showed me where the game basketball was taking me. I did really well in Italy. Went to championship, lost, and all that type of stuff. So, and I took like a 6-month hiatus, and I was just like, just kind of wanted to figure out what I wanted to do after I already accomplished it. So what was next for me? And then I think during that same year, I went back to playing, and then the basketball operation guy from the Raptors, 905. His name was Tim Chung. I don't know if he's still there now. He actually was like, yo, do you want to come try out for our 905 team as we rebuild with Jerry Stackhouse, right? I was like, hell yeah. And so I went out there, made it to the last day of the tryout, got cut, was real crazy, but it was a great experience. Got to be in the Air Canada Center, be honest, in what they call it, Saga Land, Mississauga. It was dope. Saga Land. Party next door. I love that guy. That guy's amazing.
From here, so.
Yeah. And so from there, I had got a call. It was like this league, the TB or NAPB, what it once was called. It was like, oh, we start up a new league, Cream Rush, Smush Parker. All these guys are in it, Jamario Moon. And I was like, okay, this is a go, you feel me? Mm-hmm. And so I just kind of stretched it out. And yeah, but Vancouver was right next to Victoria. So I've been to Vancouver a few times. So it was cool. And during that time, it was dope. Like, it was cool. it was a shitty situation once you get there. And I really don't want to go in details. I don't want to really air no, I'll keep it professional, but it just wasn't what I made it to be. But reluctantly from there, the team out in Vegas, they offered me a spot on their team. It was like, yo, come play for us. And I was like, bet. I went home for a few months and it was dope. So, yeah.
And here we are. So now you're in
And here we
Victoria. And how did the grind come about in all this?
So I always wanted to coach. Well, getting back into coaching after I was done my career at the end of the day. Like always, even if it was during my career or after, I always wanted to do it. You know what I mean? I felt like being a kid, an inner city kid, and have, really good coaches growing up from my youth, middle school, even to my high school, even like, my high school coach who was like a big father figure to me. Bruce Gator, like, man, he, he came in a time in my life where I just had lost my grandpa when I was in the 8th grade. So I was going to the 9th grade. And he, the same approach, like, older gentleman, All-American in 3 sports, football, basketball, and track. And he just like showed me like, yo, bro, like you can do this. I was this little skinny, tall, lanky black kid. But he knew I had drive at the end of the day. And he like, put his hands on me and told me and showed me the way, you feel me? So he gave me a lot of like tough love, like made us throw up, cuss us out, but it came from a genuine place. And I said, like, why did he, I always ask myself, like, why did he, talk to me or like put his hands on me like that? When it's like, and he did the same thing to a lot of other players, you feel me? So I just felt like, what could I do in the end and to give back? And like I said, most players, in my era didn't really do that. Like guys who made it to the pros, guys who made it to the league, the fortunate ones, I never seen those guys like, put their hands and like help. And that just in my experience, I didn't really see that. So maybe they were, and I just didn't capture that. But I was like, man, I'm not gonna do that shit. I know, like when I make it far, which I know, and I know people gonna be riding for me and watching me, and I'm really gonna put on for the real and where I come from, and that's what I wanted to do. So when I got after my season in Vegas, my cousin got killed, and that kind of like made me step back a bit. And it's like, man, I need to get a degree and like let's do something. I got a little extra change in my pocket, like in my savings, like not much, but I had enough to create something and start something. So I went back to school and then it was like, man, you know what? I met the right person. Her name was Per. And we had a great conversation at a coffee shop. And I was like, man, this is what I want to do. And this is like, this was 3 years ago. And I was like, this is what I want to do. Straight up. And it's probably not, there's probably other people doing this in, Canada or stuff like that, but this is how I want to do it. And she was like, I think it's a great idea. And that's how you tackle it. So I started one team. And mind you, I didn't come up with the name Grind until after the fact. And so when I had one team, it's like little, they was like maybe 8, 9-year-olds, like little babies, right? But they was killing it, right? I took kids like from all over. It was dope. I had an immigrant kid. It was just so diverse. It was special, but we called ourselves Swish at one point. Shit was called Swish. So, and when I was like, man, you know what? We're just gonna be a team, and I said, and I'll figure out the shit later. So I came up with the name, and like, you know me, I don't sleep. Me and you had a relationship, so I don't sleep. Nope. And I was sending anybody texts and stuff like that. Yeah, I need this, like at like 4 a.m. And they're like, what the fuck?
Whenever you have an idea, you just literally just spew out the idea right away. Like you don't even care what time.
Unless I'll forget.
No, it's 5 a.m. Like, why are you texting me? Like,
go to sleep.
Just need to get it out.
Yeah, so it was like at one of them nights, like I was like, man, I need to like grasp this, and like everybody was like, yo, on some cornball shit, I'll tell you, but like people like, yo, name it like Terrell Evans Basketball Academy. I'm like, bro, I would never like never do some shit like that. Like it's not about me, and I always said that it ain't about me. I mean, I'm just like a vehicle to get you there. Right. And the end is once we get to the destination is you got to hop out and you got to figure it out yourself. So, and so I was like looking at text messages with my partners, like, my partner Rick, my homie Fa, my name Eddie, my name Mac, like all my homie Angel, like all of them, you feel me? I was just like, man, everybody just keep grinding. I'm like, oh, I'm just like strolling. I'm like, keep grinding, keep grinding. I'm like, the grind. And I was like, I think we got it. And I was like, that's it. This is what the shit is for. And I was like, and that's what I text you. I was like, I think I got this shit. Like,
Yep. That was
and
like 2 years ago, 2 and a bit.
yeah, 2 and a bit. When I came up with the official name, and then when it had happened, I was like, okay, I think it got it. Like, and I was like set. And I was like, well, and then I started plotting in my mind, like, what do I see like as a logo and this, that, and third. And then, you know me, I'm not really me blurting out the creativity and how I want it to be. We had a relationship where you kind of know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So it was just dope. And then for you to create something that's like iconic. And then, like I said, in the last 2 years, I done seen everybody like say, grind this, gang, like on the emotion. Like, it's like, from what I see, I don't know what the algorithm, but I see everybody. I'm talking about from California.
Right.
I see people out, out even on the East Coast. My homie out in Brooklyn, one of my former teammate Tyreek, he like, yeah, the grind, bro. Woo, woo. Like, I see gangsters, like lobsters, like repost my shit. Like, I think that's dope as fuck. And we got a connection where like it ain't no, it's just real, recognized real. That's the best thing about it. And it's like, yeah, this is basketball, but it's more than just a program of basketball. It's a way of life, and that's why I look at it. Like, and that's it. And it's been turned ever since. It's been a blessing ever since. So
yeah, because every season or every couple months you got new clothing coming out, a hat coming out, things always on the go. And the kids love the clothes. I always watch the little videos, and those kids. It's just so nice to see something that like we created, and then just for it to actually come out and see it.
Yeah,
on these.
It's dope. Like, you see the stickers on people's walls, you see bumper stickers on people's cars, like oh shit, like and you know it, like when you see it, you know who it is. Like, it's not, it's me, but it's like, okay, this is the game. Like, you feel me? And that's the hardest part. Like,
it's a whole family.
Like, that's tough. Like, to me, like, is, and you already know how it comes to compliments. I don't know. It's just weird. But you get the genuine of it. Like that pop-up shop at Complex, you know what I mean? That was the biggest, like, okay, this is it. Like, you feel me? To have a lineup. Like, you would have thought I dropped a sneaker, like,
right?
Like the new Air Jordans, you feel me? Like the Travis Scotts or something, you feel me? Off-white, like this shit was from the door down the street around the corner. Like, I was like, whoa, like, this is
like, that's me.
Like, this is for me. Like, this is yeah, like,
it's surreal. Yeah, and the fact that you had it was Swish in the beginning.
Yeah, it was, and that's the thing. Like, they had this little team jersey. Like, it was but like always like knew like we was Nike'd out. Yeah, we had the drop fits, like, ooh, but like easily and that was, like I said, that was that was like, I knew what I could do in a day. Like, I knew what I can do in 3 months with one team and like with some kids, and I know I can do that. I know the power that I possess at the end of the day. That's the best strong suit. I know.
Mm-hmm.
So for it to manifest with them kids and just like with this merch and other things that I got my hands into, it's all manifested. So, and with the merch, it was just crazy. Like, people, like I say, I still get calls like, or texts or DMs every day. Like, when you dropping the next, when you dropping the next, when you dropping the next. When they look at this podcast, they gonna see the gray. Oh, they got the gray. They're gonna go crazy. Like, so it's dope. But in the day, you just like, I done built a fan base, and I think that's dope. And you gotta feed it. So I just continue to feed it and in the most way I can. So, but like, stand to who we are, and I ain't gonna see too much out the pocket of stuff. But I'm gonna get some cracking. But we in the talks, like, I can tell you, cooking, like, it's cooked, it's done. Like, it's just now the execution of it.
Yeah. So then, when we were coming up with the logo, what vision did you have in mind?
Well, the first one was, one of my favorite artists, idols, is Nipsey. And it was crazy because it like not to even like, still saucing them like that. It was just like he had the marathon, I had the grind. It was pretty much the kind of like you can kind of say the same way. You know what I mean? You running laps, and I'm like, you taking the stairs in this, and you look at it two ways.
Mm-hmm. It's
Well,
just
not look
perspective,
at it
right?
two ways, but like looking at it side by side, it's still the same race. We the underdogs. We the, you know, it's an uphill battle for us, no matter what. But that was the first logo I looked at. Was like, I wanted to be, you know, boom in your face, like it grabs your attention. So I was like the one that was number one. I love Jay-Z with the whole Rock Nation. That was another one. Of course, UNLV, my hometown University of Nevada, Las Vegas, like a big rebel was one. Just like different like it was more like it was just what stands out. Like, do you see the message more than anything, and like make it creative? So when we did it, it was like, all right. And you went through you went through so many drafts.
Yeah, at least like 10 to 15.
Yeah, like you were sending me like, hey, what's this? What's that? What about this? What's that? I'm like, I don't like, no. And some of it got a little bit too blurry, but we found our way to the one.
Yeah, because even though it's a brand, I feel like it also represents you and how your style is. So something that you wouldn't like, you wouldn't wear it, then you're not gonna
Oh yeah, for
go for
sure.
it, right? You want to be able
Yeah,
to rock your own stuff too. So
yeah. That's when I feel the freshest though, the fly when I'm rocking my own shit. Real talk. Like when I got my hoodie on or something like that, or I go to the store, or I got it on the hat. Like I got them on some of my new era. Not on this one though.
but look
But
at
I got it
this,
on
it's
the
so
side.
fire. Like my
I
own
got it. Hold
logo is
on.
on clothes. It's so dope.
Oh, there it go. Right there.
Yeah, it's so fire. I love it.
Yeah. When people see me at the store, like or Costco, or whatever, at the mall, they'll be like, "Oh, that's the guy." And it's just like,
You're famous in
yeah, it just
Victoria.
be funny. And like kids come up and parents, they ask questions and stuff like that. You know, it's kind of sometimes you don't want to after you done like had a long day and shit like that. But the fact that they come up is it's really genuine. They see you in traffic and they be like, "Hey, honk the horn" and shit like that. And it's just genuine. I think a lot of people in the city, and it's number love. I just like it that they know people know what it is. And it's like it built that though. I had to strategically, put the message out there, and we done a lot of stuff in the community and around everything, mental health, support our athletes, getting players off, all of that, winning, kicking ass, and going to Vancouver, winning games. And yeah, it's dope. So everybody see that logo, everybody knows what time it is. They like, oh yeah, that's the grind. Like, oh yeah, we gang.
Yeah. And I like that you guys talk about not just basketball, you guys talk about outside events, Black Lives Matter, race issues. You keep your kids informed on things and to have a strong opinion and strong stance on things and just supporting not just the brand, but you. Yeah, it's just dope. A lot of basketball camps or programs don't really go further than basketball, and the fact that you guys are doing that, it's important, especially in places like Vancouver, BC, and Victoria, where there's very few colored people.
Yeah. And I don't even like that word, to be honest. But
I don't,
yeah, I
I
feel
don't,
like I hate that. Like that just me my own personal reason. So I
yeah,
don't really
yeah,
get into that. But just in the end, like is if I'm only teaching you how to be a great basketball player, then I'm failing you.
right.
That like it's more than just a game. Like the
Mhm.
skill, life lesson that you need to learn, and especially with basketball, like how to communicate, how to tell each other like this is what it is, and you have a threshold with each other. Not to cross it, but you'll address it. So being informed about like different races, and because don't like what I mean, don't still soften the culture and not like support it and love it. You feel me? Like I that's just on a whole nother topic itself. But like my kids are well informed. My teams are very inclusive, and they're gonna learn like you know about Diwali, the East Indian celebration that was not too long ago. Black Lives Matter, everything about Asian culture. This is more than just a game. With sports, that in any sport, you're gonna run across people from different, ethnicities, background, communities. I've been to so many communities in my life in basketball, which I'm fortunate enough with these experiences, where if I was just the same Terrell off the block, you feel me, on the west side of Las Vegas, I wouldn't have made it this far. You gotta get well versed. And it is not only to just be successful, but that's the fruits of life. When you see yourself expand, you start looking at yourself in a different light. Like, damn, I'm that. Like, and it's cool to be that, not to be, sheltered in your own bubble. And I think that, like, when kids do that and people do that, and you see that I can mingle with that person, I can mingle with that person, and there's no hatred, there's no staying my guard, but it's a threshold. This is dope. Like I say, I got homies from all over, friends from all over, fans from all, and they know it's nothing but love, and it's genuine. So, and that's the same thing I try to teach my kids. Like, with the game of basketball or sports in general, this game could take you far across the world. Like, I've been to fucking Japan.
Yeah, that's fire.
That's fire. Like, and still got fans like in Japan. Like, one of my shoe plugs is from Japan. Like, they send me shoes. Like, hey, you need them? Size 13, 14? Yeah, I send them. Like, that's dope. And that was like, what, 6 years ago?
So what bothers you about the saying colored or colored?
Personally, see,
I'm just curious because I actually just
I'm gonna get in trouble if I say that. But like, it just, I'm not.
Well, at least I know, right? So
I'm not colored. I'm not a box of Crayola crayons, bro. I mean, that's just me personally. I'm not colored. I don't want that word associated on me or to my people or any person that's like me, because we might know I'm black.
I didn't mean like black. I meant like not just black. I meant like, Latina, like the whole group, right?
Yeah, like we ain't colored.
Yeah.
That in the day, we not. We are who we are. If I'm colored, then what makes you not colored? You feel me? So like, don't perpetuate that on me. And I always like, as a black man, I'm starting to like notice a lot in the world with like this whole Black Lives Matter, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, and all the, like, these sad shoes and being, in Canada, watching it from afar. My family go through this, and like every day, like I talk about it in the Times Column. Like, I fear for them, and not say I fear for them. I pray for them every day. Like, they don't get pulled over, and it's some, it's a melee or something breaks out, over some dumb shit, because this has been going on for centuries.
Right.
Not say years, I'm on centuries of this shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just pray every day. I talk to my family every day. I talk to my nieces and nephews every day. And I think, like, in basketball, I kind of, as I went far in my career, I kind of like, communication was kind of like not like stagnant, and me going home was like once a year, and I like, now that I'm kind of say removed from my career a little bit, I still play a bit, but like, as far as like go out there and play for some money, maybe. But I'm taking more time to be around my family and cherish that with my granny, with my sisters, with my brother, with my cousins, my locs, my pops, my mama, my aunties, like everybody, my whole entire family. So, and like I said, I pray for them every day. I talk to them every day. We talk about these conversations all the time. We challenge each other.
That's important, challenging people, because that's how you kind of check each other. That's how you inform each other, each other's feelings, each other's standpoints. And if you don't have those conversations, you're not growing. So I feel like that's super important. So that's why I asked about the color thing. Like, if I don't know what your stance is, or how you're feeling, or your perception on that, then I won't know, right?
Yeah. So like, it's just like any term. It's just like, before you pass judgment on somebody, make sure you're perfect. I seen DeMar DeRozan right there, and I'm like, that's I took heed to that. Like, that's facts. Like, we in this world we live in, it's just like, and it's, to challenge somebody doesn't mean I'm trying to like beat you. It's more of us trying to grow at the end of the day. Like, I'm gonna challenge your view. If you say in basketball, I'm a better player than you, all right, bet, let's play and just find out. And then that's the challenge, right? What is wrong with us figuring out? Because once the game is over, we're gonna be like, damn, we're gonna look at each other and like, I like playing against you, bro. You really actually challenged me. You actually a good challenge. Let's play again. You know what I mean? And then you build that connection in that relationship. You feel me? So I just can't. Why can't that be this? Why can't that same outcome and how that whole thing, Flanago be the same thing on some when it comes to race, when it comes to diversity, when it comes to discrimination, when it comes to equality with women, like it's all the same. Not say dance, but it all has that same, outcome, that result of us building that relationship.
And at the end of the day too, you can still have these conversations and we can still be friends at the end of the day. Like I appreciate a friend challenging more than someone that doesn't, because that person that doesn't is just going with the motions. And is that even considered a friendship in my eyes? Like if you're just gonna just agree with everything I say, then what kind of friendship is that? Like I want someone to be able to check me on my shit.
Yeah, as we all should. Like you check me on my shit as a friend, like, hey Terrell, like you need to, like, and I get that. And I'll be like, hey, we cool. And like that's friendship, that's lifetime. And that's what I build. And like I'm cool with, I know I've lost friends, just say like this, so-called friends. I thought we was cool behind this Black Lives Matter shit. Behind and behind it all, it's like, bro, what makes you stand on a ledge like that? You gonna jump? Like, oh, you tweaking. All right, bet. Like and it's nothing. I can't even take it, like I can't even take it to heart. It's just like, oh, so now I know.
Yeah. So
it's like I'm glad, you know what I mean? Like now it's okay, let's move on. Like, you feel me? I'm not gonna cry with spilled milk. It's just like, all right, bet that's the milk. Well, I'm gonna clean it up. I didn't spill it. I just it's something was presented to the table, and they said, "Oh, I ain't fucking with it." And I said, "Okay, I ain't fucking with it," and that's cool. And like I said, I've lost like people that I knew, and I was like close, like on this shit, and I was like, "Yo, bro, don't." And then when it all comes out, it's just like, now who look like the fool? But like I say, I was fortunate enough to to grow up in America, where this. And I experienced this at a very young age, with, harassment by the police when I was a teenager. Me and my partners, coming from the gyms and the rec centers, and we in a little bucket car, we mashing with, and they pull us over, and just be like, that's just drawing wild blood. That's racist as shit. But this been happening for years, you feel me? And don't think in songs like, oh, now we know. Like, no, bro, NWA was speaking about this a long time ago. Ice-T, Ice Cube, who else? Tupac. Everybody been speaking about police brutality. Public Enemy. Come on, man. This shit go on and on. Even with women's rights, Queen Latifah. You know what I mean? Who else? What's her name? So I'm drawing a blank, but these issues are the same reoccurring issue. We have progressed, but not drastically as we want it to be. So but that's it. It is what it is sometimes.
But you're teaching these kids, so that's good.
But they know that though, and I'm glad, because I don't let people put their expectations on me. Like I keep that facts. Like, don't put them on me. Like, allow me to be me. That's how I've got to be where I'm at today, is being me. Don't change me. I will change within time, or I will grow within time. You feel me? I will expand my rise, which I'm a much, like I said, I'm a much different person when I was 20 years old to what I am at 30. You feel me? So, and I vocalize it a lot on my own platform, on my own social media, on Facebook, Twitter. And I say certain shit, like, and it might not like people. It might rub somebody the wrong way, but hey, this is not quick, quote unquote, I'm ethical or I'm telling the truth. But in some of the shit I'm saying is facts.
Right.
And so, and I ain't never come off like, oh, Terrell racist. No, just saying this is white privilege. This is right in our heads. Like, this is bullshit. And if you ain't fucking with it, don't fuck with me. Simple.
So how important is it to you to have the right support system around you?
It's very important. I mean, like, I get all like the the praise and, oh, it's Terrell this and that, but no, my team, my staff, my sponsors and donors, like, and are different. It ain't just a bunch of like oh, we just out here. No, it's a team. We sit here, we deliberate every day. We talk about, what's the next plan every day. Oh, Trey, you got an idea? Oh, you got an idea? Like my intern, Neelam, one of the smartest young girls, 19. And she's super big on like in the tech world and not like the social media stuff. And she tell me a lot of stuff like, hey, have you seen this? Have you seen that? She challenged me. And I'm not really big in technology or these apps like that anyway. But the fact that I'm getting put on game to a lot.
Yeah.
I know she probably won't let me say her name, but I'm gonna say it on this podcast. She challenged me a lot.
I'll tag her.
She been with me from the start. And I just mentioned her before. I'm with the starting ground, but like she challenged me a lot on she gives me like the parent perspective on a lot of things. And and I think that's really, really dope. You got to hear everybody from all sides. Cause if I close out one ear, then I'm kind of like losing out. So I just try to keep my ears open and kind of listen and just like take it in. I'm not listening to do, I'm listening to just gather information, but my support system, yeah, my staff is dope. Like my coach is dope, my intern dope, my support is dope, my technicians dope. Like we get it, and we all just want to create something that's going, even if it's here for a moment, we're gonna learn from it. So and like how to do it, and that's all I can do in the end. It's like because I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. I always say this every day.
Oh, I hate when you say this. I'm like, can you please not tell me this on the phone?
It's the truth. I promise. It's the so truth. I'll be telling this because I'm like, what have I done to help? You know what I mean? And that's just me. When the time I was here and the time that I leave, I hope I've done something to help. If it's one kid or
but I cringe when you tell me that.
I do. It's the truth. I tell it to my dad every day. I'm like, yo, and I'm not feeling like this because I'm like, I'm in the trenches or something like that. Like, I live a pretty simple lifestyle and an honest lifestyle. But yeah, like I just want to help people and then to get to what the hell they can do. I think everybody can do this. I think it should be quality around everybody, boys, girls, all race, all social economic statuses. It shouldn't be no class. It shouldn't be no gender divide. And I think, yeah, that's just how I think. It shouldn't be that. It should be, this is it. And it is what it is. If you make it, you up there. If you don't, then hey, that is what it is. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just a lover and a people person so much, but that's just me.
So how was the basketball scene in Vancouver or Victoria before you started this? And then how has it changed with the grind coming in?
It was okay. I feel like it was a lot of, well, I speak for Victoria. I don't really know Vancouver. I'm not in that pop like that. Victoria was like, it was just pretty much the two, like, a lot of like, dad coaches that just like get kids in the neighborhood and just like pick up, which is great. I feel like that's a really great thing to do, but like something that's more for the kids. That's like, it kind of feels like a myth now with Steve Nash because he's from here, he grew up here and everything like that, and now he's the Brooklyn Nets coach, and just his path in general to get to where he is today is just like he had to have somebody, with the knowledge and to get him there. I mean, Steve Nash just didn't figure it out at 16. It's like, damn, I need to go here. No, it didn't happen like that.
Yeah,
you had to work, but also you had to get referred and like, oh, that guy, oh, you should get it, like that type. So I never really seen that in Victoria, like kids get off. And then, like I said, when I played here, I got to talk to a lot of kids, as me as a university player, they come to, I should bring them into the locker rooms and let them meet the players. And they'd be like, oh yeah, Terrell, we just want to get autographs. And like, I should just literally grab like 3 kids from the stand. Like, come on, like on some NBA, like, come on. And like bring them to the locker room with us. I can tell you, I wouldn't name, like I'm pretty sure if they watching it, they know who they are. And it was just random. And they used to meet the boys, we'd be in the shower, we drink Gatorades, have apples and whatever our trainer had for us after the games. And they used to just ask us questions. And then some of these kids made it far and some of them didn't. But I'm like, how didn't it, get there? So when I said what I wanted to do, I've made these connections with coaches and of all over and players, And so the fact that I know this knowledge and all right, this is what I want to do. I want us to play, local. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna do that, of course. But also play in Vancouver, also abroad. I want to come out to the Toronto one of these years and play, against, some of the best talent or club teams in Toronto or Alberta or Manitoba. And the same thing, like if this pandemic didn't hit, we were going to Vegas in August.
Oh, nice.
So to go compete. So we postponed that to go to next year. So that's one of our biggest goals, to go down there for 10 days and play against the best club teams down there. And even if we get spanked, the fact that they're getting that exposure and the fact that they know, like, okay, this is still a climb.
Yeah.
And to meet my coaches who, staples in this and like well known, and to make those connections, right, to get them on. Like one of my kids is in Sarasota, Florida, Elijah Galuza.
Shout out to him.
And like he's like, yo, how do I get there? I knew players that played in Impact. How's the Impact? Who to contact? All right, contact them. Boom. This is how you do it. This is how you coach it. Yeah, This is, and during a pandemic, like to take a risk like that on a kid, and he came out great. Like, okay, yeah, we get an email like, oh, thank you for giving us Elijah. Like, he's a great player. And that's dope. That's love. That's dope.
That's the difference too between having, a dad that loves the game than someone that's actually been in the actual basketball world and has the experience and the networking, and you have connections that you can help people out. So that's good.
Yeah, like I said, the part of giving back too. And I'd like to see that, like down in Vegas where I'm from, like players like I know I grew up playing with, they start their own little basketball training academies and giving back and getting players signed off. Like my little partner, Glenn, he's a little ISO. He just signed to Oregon State. He went to my old high school, and he trained with a guy that I used to play against, Mike. And that's dope. I'm like, yeah, bro, y'all, we did that. Like, we helped with that. You know what I mean? That's the win. And so, like I say, we as players, former players, not say we were removed from the game or whatever in our own careers, but just the fact that we able to still make the change and get these kids where the hell they need to go and whatever their goals is. That's dope as fuck to me. That's like, you think that's like some superhero shit.
What?
When you think about it. Like,
yeah, definitely.
I can do this and I do it. Like, not many people.
The whole manifesting thing, right? Like, you wanted to help people, you put your mind to it, and you had a plan for yourself. It might not have gone your way, but you still had that end goal, and you pushed through it, and you got it done. Yeah,
and that's, you know me, man. I'm gonna do it. Like, if I say some shit, like I'm gonna do it, like straight up. Like,
you stick to your word.
And what they say, what the kid, no cap.
What the kids say. That's how you know.
Ain't no rap cap, ain't no cap, ain't none of that. Ain't no stealing sauce on me. None of that. I always been that's just who I am. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. Facts. And I listen. You want to go there? Bet. Oh, you want to? Oh, bet. Even my partners, we could be doing the most. Hey, bro. Hey, T Black, let's go. Let's do it. So no, I'm gonna do it, man. And that's just who I am. So I would never sit here and lie, or cap about some shit. No, I'm gonna tell you the real. So that's just me. But like I said, that's some real superhero shit to me, to help kids, get to the next level. And you had a big part to do with that. That's love.
That was a little piece. Come on, that wasn't that. I just made your vision come to life. That's what I think.
No, but you did though. Like, shit wouldn't be. Like, I got this shit tatted on me.
I know. I would tell you to show it.
Tatted on me. You feel me?
I know.
So,
I appreciate
that. All right, let's stay on topic because I know you got a list today, Clay. Yeah, we could be here all day talking.
What skills or quality did you take from basketball and implement that into your business?
What skills? Communication was one. I know I talk with everyone always say I got like a lingo. But I think once you build that relationship with me, and that's like a team, right? When you're on a team, it's kind of secluded.
Yeah.
You kind of like get to know each other and mesh, and then you start to figure each other out. But once you know what you do and what I do, and you start to figure that out. But as far as like what I've learned in this, like with this, like for me getting far, it's being persistent. Like it, like the shit just don't stop. You feel me? Like it don't stop. Like I might make a turnover in basketball, but the next I got to get back on defense. I got to try to correct my wrong. You know what I mean? I mess up on offense, I'm gonna get it back on defense. I mess up on defense, oh yeah, I'm gonna make it up on offense. I got you. You feel me? I got you. And that's me as a player. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go for a dub. Like for sure, I'm gonna get 20 at least. Oh yeah, I'm gonna beat. But guess what? I'm gonna get, you know, those rebounds too. I'm gonna get those assists. So I'm always doing it all. Yeah. And that's me. I want to do, not say do everything, but just do a lot. So that's one of the skills that I got: communication, and just persistent. That's it. And I built, like with that, with my teammates, I done built lifetime, you know, relationship with my former teammates, like all of them, like from my childhood, like childhood friends. Like, bro, remember that? We went there. Like, dude, it's crazy to still have those conversations. You feel me? Make me feel like an old head, but that's real talk. And then like everybody I played with, all my teammates I played in, you know, Austria, Italy, and kind of like we all talk still, you know, shoot each other DMs and say hey and laugh and shit like that. So it's just the connections. That's the skill. Like it's been to like go through something with somebody, a journey, and be like, damn, in the end, it's like, yeah, you solid.
Yeah. And it's nice to look back on that too.
Yeah. So that's just a skill that I learned. And like just you going with a goal, and when you get to it or close to it, you just be like, oh, all right, I see you still solid. Even if you don't get there, you still know that you're just being true. That's another one things in this shit. Like I say again, cap, but a lot of these guys be pretenders, you know, be talking the big game and
using the grind in their business.
Like just not even say the grind, just like they be just putting a persona out there or like, talking about themselves a certain way. But hey, I ain't the cap police. I ain't the cap police. I'm not gonna pull your card, but like just know, like in the end, know you out in the food chain and don't try to like prop yourself, you know what I mean, in the same category or ranks with me when you ain't even nowhere close to this. Like facts. Like it took years to get to this.
Yeah, that's what I love about your brand too.
A lot to get to this, and not just say the grind. I'm talking about to the person I am before the grind.
Yeah, exactly.
This is me. Like I'm authentic. I'm thorough on this. Like don't ever get it twisted.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. I was like, you're just authentic. You've never been someone else or something that you're trying to be. You've always just been true to you, and that speaks within your brand and it speaks within the kids that you're training. Like they're going to be true to themselves and they're going to back up you and the grind, and it's just beautiful to see that. I like it.
But the same as you too. I rock with you because I know, you know, we got that relationship. I'll follow you. You feel me? Like you my dog, you my partner. And
once I saw the tattoo, I was like, all right, this guy.
Yeah, see,
no, I'm kidding. I was like, this guy got a whole permanent.
But that's like, but that just show you, like, not just say like, yeah, I did it. Yeah, my partner, yeah, she did it. She hold it down. But like, this is what I stand behind. Like, not say I am the grind, but this is, you know, the way I can tell you stories about how it was a grind for me. But like I say, like, it ain't like it's competitive, but like in the end, I'm gonna stay true regardless. Rather if I'm going fast or slow, like a tortoise, I'm still gonna win the race. And don't think that you ran a race and you quit on the race that we in the same league. No, we ain't. Like, bro, you ain't this and I ain't you. So don't even put me in no comparison. Like straight up. And so in the end, it's that people say like it's a form of flattery when they kind of mimic you and shit like that. Like, yeah. But in the end, it's just like, bro, just know if you ever cross paths with me, I'm gonna treat you and I'm gonna address you like in accordance of how you are. Like I'm like, bro, you a fraud. And I won't disrespect you. I'm just saying like, hey, bro, you're just not my frequency and you ain't on this wave. And
that's okay.
And so, and that's what the best part, like, you know, when people know, especially my program, people that talk to me, they know I'm a different frequency. Like, oh yeah, he being real, he being true, he being himself. I ain't being no pretender. I ain't gonna change my accent and say A and spell color with a U. Like I ain't gonna do none of that. Like my area code still 702. You feel me? Straight up.
So I know you talked about Nipsey, Jay-Z. Who are some other people that inspire you? Maybe.
Hold on.
Personal.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna put you up with my dad. Hold on.
we doing a live?
This man called me. He probably don't answer.
No.
No, he gonna call back. But what you saying? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, who you talked about Nipsey and Jay-Z. Oh,
Here
here we go. Here we go.
Okay. What up, boy?
What you gonna call me? Say it right now. Say what you always call me.
I'm not calling you nothing.
Why
I'm
not?
not calling you anything.
Oh, I'll call you back. I'm on a podcast.
All right.
Wow. He whack.
Oh God, that was who? Who was that?
That my pops. Oh my God.
Oh, shout out to Pops. You look just like him too. It's funny. It's great.
Yo, do not say that. You gonna blow his head way too much. He gonna like, see, I look, and then he gonna take that and like try to like constrain, like, oh, I look better than you because I was before you.
And then it's gonna.
Oh, I made
you. So
yeah. hey, that line, I made you. Made you? Bro, do you understand? Listen, don't.
Parents love getting that shit off.
Oh my, bro, fisted cuffs with them. My mom too. Anybody. But like,
or my mom will be like, you're just like your dad, like a negative.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, you got that from your dad.
now you acting like your mama. Like that's all. Bro, what? I mean, bro, there you go again. You know who you acting like? I'll be like, oh, so I don't have mine. Yeah, I made you, bro. He told me, bro, listen, I will. We can go outside right now. You feel me? But back to topic. Yeah, what's up?
Who else inspires you personally? You said Nipsey and Jay-Z.
Like I like. I do too. Like people that I follow and like I like people in my life. Like I actually have I can touch. I really couldn't necessarily quote unquote get close to Nipsey like that. So like as far as like a way, I think all artists I think Jay-Z of course, Nipsey, who else, Beyonce.
I love our little Beyonce Rihanna debate.
And I'm inspired by a lot, honestly. Joe Budden, Joe Budden. I'm a big fan of him and his podcast.
That's why I started this. I'm like, bro, he kept pushing being independent and doing your own thing.
Yeah, and
this is a way just to start off, and then eventually, I want to branch off and be able to not have to work for an employer and do my own art alone without.
And I think that's dope. And I've been preaching that for years. Artists like Prince, Michael been saying this shit for years and got a lot of flack for him, and I didn't a lot of industries and the labels and then quote unquote, excuse my language, fuck with that. And but anybody that against the grain and against the the norm and want to change for what's right, and then the day I fuck with like as far as civil rights movement, Fred Hampton, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali, Tupac, Biggie, shit, even DMX, he just passed. Like, holy shit, I didn't even I had to be like, whoa, the dog, like this dude is forever. And I remember being a kid having even though Bow Wow had the dog too, but we knew who the big dog was, him and Snoop Dogg. You feel me? That type, and I had to kick back and be like, damn, DMX was that dude. He really, and I see damn, yeah, he had that frequency I'm talking about, where it took you on a ride to somewhere to get you where you at today, and you remember that, and then you kind of remember and you look back damn, he was that important. But as far as in my life wise, my grandma, my family, my boys, my brother, to see my partners and friends, be real, we not like broken home. I just say it like that. You know, it was like against social norm, like to like not see like a mom and a dad in the house at the same time, like that. But to see my boy, like especially my little brother, him be an amazing daughter. I mean, an amazing father and a dad to his daughter. To see that with my boy Rick, with his 2 kids and his wife, and see my boy Reese Mac with his 2 sons, my boy Fob with his daughter and son, to see my boy Eddie with his 2 daughters, and like, and killing it in this father role thing. See my boys, you know, get married and engaged. I'm gonna turn that off. But to see that, man, I think that's just a more inspiration thing. And to see my boys, you know, own their own businesses and finances in the tech world, and they doing their thing from the ground up. My boy Mahari out in Windsor, Ontario, he like the mayor. He doing this thing. Like, I got so many homies that like where I'm so tapped in and being like, yo, bro, yeah, just keep doing it. And they living their lives and seeing like, you know, good, you know, strong, not to say they black, but like they black, but that shouldn't be it. They just being strong men in this world and being honorable men and change the norm. We didn't grow like that with you know, both our parents in the house like that. But to see that that's like in our generation, that it's changing. We knew it's fucked up, and it's like we making a change. Our generation, that's like with the basketball thing, I'm making a change. And who else? My homeboy Angel out of Washington, my homeboy Dre out in Washington, all my homies down in Vegas, like in California, like they doing their thing. And I feel like that's love. My grandpa, another one of my inspiration, who passed away when I was in 8th grade, still the way he, you know, love his family and friends. I'm like that. Like if you close to me, you know, like you're here. I'm still there with you. Who else? My grandparents.
It's like you won an award right now. You're shouting out the whole squad.
Yeah, no, but that's the inspiration though, to see it. Like,
yeah, they want better.
I see that though, like, you know, it just like, damn, it's possible. Like when shit didn't seem possible. Like, mind you, like the era I grew up in, that shit was bad.
Yeah,
it still is bad. Like, you go through a whole thing where like in the 90s, like, you know, crack still, you know, broke the homes, you know, putting in kids like myself, you know, the streets gonna get you. Like they want you, they gonna show you love, you know, they're gonna show you attention, and they only want you in for your heart and for what it is. But then it's easy for a kid to get trapped into that. You know,
that's like the Kanye West line. We made it past 25.
Yeah. And like I say, and God bless his soul, man. I got him tattooed on my cousin. Like he made it to 20, he passed away at 29. He didn't see 30. I'm 30. So it just, this is how it is. This is the reality of the situation. So when you hear let's monetize and capitalize on this time. And I think my friends and my partners, my homeboy Gordo, my tattoo artist, doing great, man. He blew up in Vegas. Everybody go tattoo for him now. And just like he say, like, he got a story to tell too about his life.
Yeah.
Like, and you know me, I love Latino culture. So, you know me. So, but besides that, he's just a dope dude and got a story. He got a whole, and then you'll see like, damn, you tap in, he got a frequency, he got like, okay, yeah, this is real. And so I'm surrounded by real shit. And it takes time to get to that point, but I'm glad that I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my inspiration. Is my family, the people that's close to me, I love dearly. I fuck with. It's nothing I can trade it in for all. It's not enough currency in the world to like to say, hey, to have that inspiration, I want to follow that. Like my little brother, a dad before me. I don't have no kids.
You next. You next.
But no way. But no, there's like, see my little brother, like damn, he love his daughter. He gonna hold it. He holding it down. Like, she getting everything too. She spoiled. She, you know, little Mike, she on the phone. She daddy's girl. Daddy this, daddy that. Woo. I'm like, yeah, that's fire to me. That's dope.
That's a dope feeling.
That's dope as fuck. Like, seeing my dog, like, my boy just came back from Disneyland. See, this America's popping, bro. They're at Disneyland.
Right?
Like, my boy father just went to Disneyland. with his girl and then both his kids, 3 of his kids, and they kicking it. Like, yeah, man, that's not. And I hate saying it like black love. Like, nah, bro, just love. Like, it's dope. It's just black. Like, yeah, cool. But to see that, like my dog holding it down, Eddie holding it down, Matt holding it down. That's my dogs. Like, and then we done went through some shit together. Like, man, to see it all full circle. My homeboy, Lil Tony, he from a different tribe than me. I can shout out everybody. I can shout out the whole.
Basically did.
I can't. My homeboy, Lil Tony, from a different tribe. We went to high school together. My dog. And if you watching this, Tony, you know it's love. Real, like I say, bro.
You gotta send me all the Instagrams of these people so I can.
I'm gonna shout their ass out. But it's just like, no, it just it's dope. And to see like, you know, the single mothers too, mom. You know, Per is an inspiration to me. You know, it's just so many people that I'm surrounded by, and I want to keep that. My homeboy Daniel Ferguson, like, it's good inspiration for me too. And we just have great stories and we talk. And it's really dope, man. It takes, like I said, it takes time to get to that place where you just inspire and then you just like, I'm not here alone. Like, it's like, you got nothing but motivation. And like I said, we all go through a path where we got, you know, toxic shit in our life. We gotta like finagle our way out of that. But once you get there, it's beautiful.
What does the future hold for Terrell?
Continue to do dope shit.
Simple as that.
In my personal life, I just want to just continue to just grow. That's it. I'm not content. Like, if I'm like, no, I want to take trips. Once this pandemic is over, we're able to travel. Like, I think everybody will see what's manifested, like, and continue to, like, you know, build relationships and collab with different people and just see, you know, just see how far I can take this thing. Like, I got the end goal of what I want it to be. Like, yeah, I wanted us, or my program, my business to be, you know, full tilt, where we competing against the best of the best. We're going to the big tournaments and everything like that. But yeah, we're gonna be turned up. And then from there, from a merch standpoint, to be able to talk to, you know, certain kids and get kids off, like I continue to do at a whole higher volume, right? So, and we got some kids in my program that's really next up, and they, you know, in this little incubator, just looking, and we're getting it popping, and then that's it. And keep putting on for the real, like you, for everybody gonna say, for the gang, for the hood, you feel me? And then that's it, man. I just want to continue to be the best I can be, and every day, you know, I just strive to be better than I was the day before, and that's all I can be, and not put too much pressure on that. Like, we go through this shit, and especially in the pandemic, we can't. If we keep beating ourselves up, and this shit is like, damn, when it's light out, how we expect to be moving, you know what I mean? Where we want to. So that's it. Just continue to be me and grow.
Dope. Last but not least, where can people find you online?
Online, you can. We have a website, thegrindbasketball.com. It's pretty easy to catch on to that. I don't know if you're gonna have a link, but drop it down right there. My Instagram, infame T Black. When it's at it, B is an 8 right there. That's me, my personal page, and also my company, The Grind Basketball, is thegrind.basketball on IG. You can find us on Facebook, probably on Twitter too, and that's about it. Not too much. I don't got Snapchat too personal.
No, yeah, I feel like that's dead, but
no Snap from me. But nah, tap in. That's it. I got a question for you, man. What's next for you? Because I know the blog is hot. The way we looking for the ad, the creator, man. You out here posting what you want to see, more of graphics or more drawings or more painting. Ain't that what you wrote? I be tapped into you too. I be tapped in.
You put graphics, no? I saw that.
Yeah, I did put graphics. So I'm gonna see what the art. Yeah, everybody know you can paint though. You feel me? We know that.
But I've been getting more people putting painting, so I don't know. I'm gonna just show more of my graphics for sure, because I don't really showcase that. But got some paintings on the way. Yeah, there's one right there. I'm not gonna show you, but it's a sneak little peek. But
sneak peek.
I want to eventually be independent and do my own freelance stuff and work on my own time, on my own clients, and have that freedom and choice whether I want to work with you or not, rather than working for the same company, going by their rules, by their time, the 9 to 5. I want to do my own shit. So yeah, that's what I got planned, and keep pushing this podcast because I enjoy it. I enjoy talking to other people. We talked briefly, but it's good to, some things I learned about you today, and I'll keep learning about you in the future. And
oh yeah, I forgot to mention my
one more.
If I don't say my sisters.
Oh, you didn't put the sisters in?
Oh, go crazy. They're like, you mentioned Miles, but you ain't mentioned me. And they're
gonna call you out on that.
I know, yeah, because I tell you what the conversation gonna be like. Or my cousin Kia, or okay, my whole family, y'all, my cousins, I know y'all are, my sisters. Listen, because you know what's crazy is that we had these conversations of like, because people, it's just a funny topic. Like, I don't know why people think I'm tough. I'm not a tough guy at all. I'm really a softie, right?
Yeah, but you show the screw face, like you're the grumpy ass dude. But
no, I just be straight. Like, I don't like, what do you want to do? I walk with a smile on my face all day? Like, no, like, come on, bro. No, but reason why they will say this, they watch this podcast, like, we the ones that made you tough. And it's like,
they got the tough love on you?
Yeah, no, they used to whoop my ass. Like we used to fight. Like, we had to like learn how to fend ourselves. And so with that, it used to be funny because
if it weren't for those ass whoopings, it wouldn't have made you.
My grandma whooped my ass when I got in trouble. Yeah. My sister now, like being like, "Oh, you think you tough?" Or like, they used to like, say certain shit. They used to like get into my skin as a kid, and especially like, I used to always be just colored dark. So it's like, like clown me and bag on me and be like, "Oh, you black as fuck," and this, that, and the third. You black as a street.
Black is beautiful.
You black like tar. Your name should be 1:00 a.m. Like, stop. I swear to God, like 1:00 in the morning. No one see your black ass like that. And then it's like, I swear, bro, it was so bad. They used to tease the shit out of me, but it was all love, right? It was
of course.
They made this armadillo skin that I have. Like, I'm tough. Like, I'm okay. Like, no insults are gonna get through me.
Yeah.
And it's like that. And I always love them, right? My sisters, like my big little sisters, and my cousins too. My cousins are the ones that put me on sneakers. I can tell you that for a fact.
Yeah, you even got your own grind sneakers.
Oh my God, no.
Fire.
I do not got no. Do not let people know. False narrative. No grind sneakers.
It's a one of one only.
This sweater, yeah, of course. Look, like, hold on, I'll show you. Hold on one second. Are you still recording?
Yeah.
Like, I just got these in the mail. Like, no one will ever know this shit.
Oh my God.
Unless you like, you're a hustler. Or
first of all, let me just tell everyone that Terrell Evans is always has the Poppy 9000s.
Yeah, to me, like shoes like this. Hold on, I'll show y'all some shoes that I might have. Hold on.
You got dad
only my cousin now are people from if you these are dope boys. I'll call y'all exactly what these is. Like 96, 95, he was moving with these. Hold on, I'll tell you. I got so many damn sneakers. I'm just gonna go show you two more. They literally just came in the mail yesterday. These.
Ooh, that's a hot item for sure.
And the Barclays. So, and again, I've lived in a different era, so no one would ever really know this shoe like that. And if you know, they're Barclays.
Classic. Mm-hmm.
So, my cousins are ones that put me on sneakers though. On all this swag shit, who I am, West Coast rap.
Look at that little flex. Look at all the shoes I got. No big deal.
No, I'm not a sneakerhead, all right? I just buy shit that's dope to me. And I don't think no one would ever buy these shoes like that unless you from an era like me. Mm-hmm. But no, they taught me a lot. With the swag, everything, how to rock the brim with this, with the easy heat curls out. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You swaggy.
So that's my inspiration. My family, my friends, my loved ones.
That's it.
That's my dog. Look at my dog ass, man. We did a podcast together. Whoever thought? The scorekeeper, the bad apple out the batch.
I'm not the bad apple. I'm moody.
The bad apple out the only good apple.
I'm moody.
The mood. Oh God, don't you start that. You better. You already know how I feel about that. I was like, yo, moody ass. But it just stuck.
It stuck. And then for like 2 months, people were saying it.
Then you
And you're
got
just
it
like, you know
tatted.
what?
Look.
You just get it tatted. I'm like, bro, he got a whole grind thing. Like, you're the one that pushed me to get it. So I'm like, fuck it. Just
You like where you should get it? I'm like right here.
yeah, literally right here.
It does. There you go. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no, it's dope.
It was dope. I hope people like it. I think it's some good stuff.
People
on
like
there.
it for sure.